Have you ever seen a plant shoot up in just a few days and you wondered, what is the secret? What's going on here? Well, today I'm going to reveal the natural fertilizer that makes plants grow faster than you've ever imagined. No chemicals and no expensive products. And the best part, you can make it at home using simple, cheap ingredients. And this is not just a theory. I'll show you the actual garden results, step-by-step ingredients, and pro tips to avoid making the same mistakes that I made early on in my fertilizing journey. So stick around till the end because I'll also answer common questions and share some amazing golden tips that could transform your garden forever. So first of all, what is this fast growth fertilizer? And before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon to be informed on our daily new videos. Now, this secret weapon is known as compost tea. It is a rich fertilizer. It is bacteria packed and it is a liquid fertilizer that's made from soaking compost in water. So think of it as a probiotic drink for your soil. So what is inside the compost tea? We've got a couple of things. We've got a handful of compost or well-aged animal manure. We've got 1 tablespoon of molasses. If you don't have molasses, you can always use honey. And both molasses and honey work to feed the beneficial microbes. We also have a chlorine-free water, and you can also use rainwater or filtered water. And we need a breathable container or bucket with mesh or a cloth. And this natural brew, it activates millions of microorganisms that boost plant growth, revive tired soil, and protect against diseases, all without synthetic chemicals. So let's talk about a step-by-step how to make it. So I want you to go ahead and grab a clean 5-liter bucket or a large jar. Place your compost or your aged manure in a cloth bag or a mesh pouch and lower it to the water. And then you're going to go ahead and apply the molasses or the honey, whichever you have on the hand, to feed the microbes and stir thoroughly to activate the mixture. It's really important that you stir using a wooden or a plastic spoon. Don't use any metal, don't use any stainless steel preferably. Then you're going to cover the bucket loosely with breathable fabric and you're going to let it brew in a warm, shaded place for about 3 to 5 days. And stir it once a day to introduce oxygen, because what the oxygen does in this case is that it helps the microbes multiply faster. And by day 5, you will have dark, earthy, smelling liquid full of microbial life and plant boosting nutrients. So why does this work so fast? And I'm pretty sure before you watch this video, you would have tried multiple types of fertilizers, both commercial and homemade. But why is this different? So this is not magic. It's microbiology, my apologies, in action. And here is what compost tea does. So it has scientifically proven it helps to boost root development by stimulating root hairs. It improves soil structure and it helps with moisture retention. It suppresses harmful fungi with beneficial bacteria and it increases nutrient absorption, especially nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. And lastly, it speeds up photosynthesis, which leads to bigger leaves, more flowers, and faster fruiting as well. So in just about 7 to 14 days, less than 2 weeks, most gardeners will see lush, vibrant leaves, faster height growth, early flowering or fruiting, and revived wilting or yellowing plants as you're reviving them, helping to solve this problem. So how do you use it for maximum results? So now that we've explained its benefits and a step-by-step way to do it effectively and correctly, let's talk about how to apply this miracle tea properly. So there's a couple of different methods, 2 methods to be precise, that I'm going to focus on in today's video. Method 1 is Foliar Spray. So I want you to go ahead and dilute 1 part compost tea with 10 parts water, and then you're going to spray directly on the plant leaves, the top and the bottom, and apply it once a week early in the morning. That is the Foliar Spray method. Let's go to method number 2, which is soil drench. So you're going to use the same 1:10 ratio dilution, and you're going to pour directly around the plant base and water every 10 to 14 days and never overuse it. Whichever method you rely on, method 1 or method 2, do not overuse it. Too much of anything, even natural, can really overwhelm young roots. So always remember to dilute as well. So this is has been an amazing game changer for my plants, for my garden. And let me tell you what happened in my own garden. I had tomato seedlings that were not thriving. So they were slow, they were yellowing, and they were absolutely lifeless. I was like, that's it. If these tomatoes do not survive within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to throw them out, because they were also taking a lot of space as well. Or I dedicated so much space for them, which they did not need. So I started using compost tea every 10 days for a month. And here's what I saw. By week 2, the new shoots and deeper green color. By week 3, I saw the first signs of flowers. And believe it or not, by week 4, I had strong stems and early fruit formation. And even my herbs like basil and mint and oregano and thyme, they exploded with growth. And they smelled really strong as well, which is the best part when it comes to beautiful herbs like basil and mint. So let's talk about some bonus tips and answering your most common questions regarding this. So here's some tips that I will leave you with. So use chlorine-free water, because chlorine, if it's in the water, it's going to kill the microbes. This is not going to work if you use tap water. Also, store the leftover compost tea in the fridge for up to 5 days if you have any extra. Test on one plant first if you're unsure, and always add a few drops of this magic ingredient that will be absolutely amazing. It is seaweed extract. If you don't have seaweed extract, try to get fish emulsion. Add a few drops for an extra growth boost as well. Your plants will thank you for it, and so will your soil and your garden as a whole. Now, there are 3 common questions that I always get when I talk with friends and family about this wonderful technique. And it is, first of all, can I use it on indoor plants? And the answer is absolutely. Just use smaller amounts and ventilate the room after spraying. I usually apply it to my pothos, and it's been thriving since. Question number 2 is it safe for flowering plants or succulents? And yes, it is safe. And it also helps to enhance the color, and it also boosts the bloom size, just to avoid waterlogged soil. And question number 3, lastly, does it smell bad? Especially with indoor plants, you really want to make sure you use fertilizers that smell or that odorless. So it does not smell bad if brewed properly. It should smell anywhere like earthy, that deep earthy smell, but not rotten. So rest assured, it's not going to smell bad if you do it correctly and you follow the exact same steps that I told you about, which will also be written in the description box below as well for you to follow. And if you want bigger, healthier plants without spending a fortune, give compost tea a try. It's cheap, it's easy, and it's insanely effective. And leave a comment below and tell me, have you ever used homemade fertilizer? What type of fertilizer did you use? And what were your results? I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have an amazing, great day. All the best.